Right, good morning all. So it's 2:20 in the morning. I'm tired. I'm knackered. You can see the state I'm in. Yeah, I need an haircut. Need to trim the beard, but we'll do that later in the week. Right. So, how do I do this now? %. Can't remember how to share stuff. Right, bear with me for a minute. So recently I bought a computer. This ain't the one. Because it won't bring up the listing for it. But it is similar to this one. I paid £640 for my one, which was a Ryzen 5 with an RTX it don't have it available, but it's similar to this one anyway. It's not that one itself. Right, let's do this one, see if this works. No, it's just been a pain in the arse. Right, anyway, so I bought a computer like this. The case is everything like it. It's supposed to have a fan like that, which it didn't have. It had a completely different fan in it whatsoever. The case is the same. It's got 6 fans in it. Now my computer had the Ryzen 5 5500. You had the 32 gig of DDR RAM, 512 NVMe and SSD, a 1 terabyte hard drive. The power supply was 700, I think it was, 700 watt PSU 80 with bronze, ARGB, Wi-Fi and Windows 11 Home. Now I got this yesterday, and it's built by XUM Titan. Well, actually, it's built by Dr. Memory actually, because I had to do some googling, and I know it's not in here. But anyway, I bought a PC. 600, well, it would have been 660, but I applied a voucher and I got it for just under 640. And since I got it home yesterday, I have nothing but headache after headache after headache with it. Now, when I installed it yesterday, I didn't realise until I logged out that the login account was my name / default user 0. And anytime I logged out and reset the computer, I should have had a PIN code, so I can just type in a PIN instead of a very long password. Well, it didn't work, did it? What it was doing is logging me in automatically without an account password or PIN code. But if I logged out and tried logging back in, it would ask me for a password, which would not work on the system, because the login somehow did not log in when my account details, like my email account, it logged me in as a default user, and it wouldn't give me the default user password. And I was looking everywhere on YouTube today. I was getting a bit fed up of it. I carried on installing stuff like System Mechanic, Opera, Steam, some games, and a few other bits and pieces I installed. Being Google Chrome. I just installed OBS. I had to install a Nevada graphics driver, and I also installed Nevada app. Now, why I installed all that, I've got no idea, because I was getting really, really annoyed and humpy because things wasn't working out. I know. So I also noticed when I bought the computer, it was making a bit of a rattle. Like it sounded like one of the fans was like hitting something. So I had to turn it off, and I took the case out. I took the front cover off, or side cover, and I moved all the wires around and everything like that. And I put it all back together, turned it back on, and it did seem to cure it. But then something else happened. So I think it might be the hard drive which was playing up. And when I tried to install games from Steam, it would not let me install it on the 1 terabyte hard drive was in there. Because, as I say, it's got like a 512 NVMe SSD, which has all the operating system on. And the hard drive just would not allow me to install anything. When I was trying to install it for Windows and select the drive, it said 0 bytes. So I was getting a bit annoyed with that, and I had to do some Googling over that as well. And everything I read wasn't kind of like tallying up. It wasn't working out for me. But then I thought, you know what, I'll try something myself. And I went into the disk utility file, which is the disk management. And what I'd done was I partitioned the hard drive into two. And I tried installing the games again after doing the partition and formatting both partitions. It still won't do it. So I went back in to disk management, and I clicked on one of the hard drives as share folder, share hard drive. And I went back into Steam, and suddenly it picked it up. I was able to like install games from Steam. But the other partition wasn't working. I couldn't install anything on there. I could download stuff and save it to the drive, but I couldn't not install anything on it. So I went back into the disk management again, clicked on the second partition, clicked share, went back into Steam, selected the drives, and it worked. Now, I actually did contact the seller, stating like the fan was messing around, and he expects me to find out what fan is it. Well, I don't fucking know, do I? Then I told him there's a problem with the hard drive as well. But I think I've sorted it out. But he's not willing to get back to me and help me out. I spent the whole day yesterday trying to figure it out, and part of the day as well. Now I was going to go leave it all today and oh fucking cold. I was going to leave it and forget all about it and do it tomorrow, but I thought, you know what, I'll try one more time. And this time I actually formatted Windows. I went into Windows because I did download a Windows bootable copy of Windows 11. I stuck that in, and it didn't want to work. It just didn't want to load in and install for some reason. So I thought, well, fuck it, now I'm not got no operating system. But I kept mucking around with it, and it eventually did install. And this time I was able to get my user account working with the pin. It didn't say my name / default user 0 this time. It actually did give me the my account name, and I was able to log in with a PIN code, which made my day because I thought, fucking hell, I've actually fixed it, And now I've just installed everything else. I've reinstalled the Google Chrome Opera GX, Steam. Installed 3 games on Steam. One of them just don't want to work properly, which is The Mist. I was going to start playing that again, actually, but it don't want to work for some reason. I installed a drive, the graphic drivers, a Nevada app, which allows you to record games, and it saves it on the file in a directory. Then you just upload it, and now my game video files are getting uploaded from 1080p up to 4K, which is good because yesterday when I tried it, it just wouldn't do it. It kept going 1080p all the time. Even my little test videos was 1080p, but I did actually find out and figure out how to do it, and it is working at 1080p now, 4K now. Because my other computer, which I've put in the living room for now, because I want to most likely either keep it as it is or maybe format it and put a better hard drive in, like a NVMe. So I did buy an NVMe one, which cost me £40, 1 terabyte one. And I was going to stick that in the new PC, but I can't find, I actually didn't look properly actually, but I don't think there is another way of putting another one of these in. The only way I can put another drive in if I want is probably like a normal hard drive kind of thing. But I'm going to open the case up again today when I get up out of bed later. What time that'll be, I've got no fucking idea. So I've been awake since I didn't go to sleep till 8 o'clock this morning. Well, last night, yesterday morning. So that was a bit of a bugger, And when I did get up, I just sat around for a little while, watching a couple of videos before I even started to muck around the computer. But I tell you, the company, the seller, Dr. Memory, or if you want to call it XMU on Amazon, they're not really helpful in, giving you help on what things could be happening. And I don't think they actually format the hard drives when they put them in, because I had to format it and partition it and share it for my computer to be able to install Steam games on the hard drive. So I don't want it all cluttering on the main drive, which is only 512, because some of these games are 25 gig, maybe more, kind of thing. Some games are over 100 gig, and I ain't going to install them bloody things. I'm actually reinstalling the Mist survival. Yeah, my survival, and I've put it on an old build at the moment because I can't seem to run the damn thing. And when it does run, it's slow, sluggish, and sometimes it might log onto a very old account, which I want, but it just don't want to do that. If I start a new game, it'll work, but it won't let me log into any of the accounts. So I'm trying to sort that out as well, because I want to get back into playing that as well, my survival. I've only got like 3 games installed at the moment: my survival, Subsistence, and Gone Survival, which is a really shitty game actually. I had a quick tinker with it the other night on the old PC before, I took that apart and, well, I didn't take it apart, just unplugged it all. And, when this new one came in, I've got the new one put up. But the seller, as I say, doesn't really help. So when I leave a feedback with them, I'm going to say, like, hard drive was not formatted, and I think it should have been formatted for someone to use, like install programs or games or whatever, yeah. And I would actually say, like, it would not install any Steam games until the hard drive was completely formatted. And I'm going to state that, the fan was very noisy at the beginning, but suddenly quietened down. Because it could have been like a ball bearing, or it could have been like a piece of one of the cables knocking that one of the fans. So it could have been that. But finally, I've actually got it all working. Thank you. God, touch wood, it won't fuck up anymore. So I don't really want to be sitting here like 4 or 5 hours uninstalling and like reinstalling shit, or formatting the drive and reinstalling Windows again. Because, as I say, like twice I didn't want to install, and I thought, right now I ain't got a computer to use. I'll have to dig the old one back out, I think. But as I say, eventually it did work. So, oh, it's fucking horrible cold today, all this cough. I've had this cough for like over 2 weeks now. It still keeps coughing. But yeah, if you're going to buy a computer off Amazon, always make sure read the feedback, the staffing, where it shows you how many people have left feedback. Check on that. If you need to ask questions to the seller before buying it. I didn't, like an idiot. So yeah, now the computer's running, I can start doing a bit of gaming again and upload video files for everyone to watch them. I have got about 8 or 10 backup gaming files on Subsistance because I knew I was going to get the new computer and I didn't know how long it was going to take me to get it up and running and working. It's taken me 2 days for that to do, as I say. And I didn't even do any gaming. All I was able to do was, like, when I did install the game, I'd done like a 5-minute video test to make sure that the game's running okay. And the audio through the game and myself, my voice was working okay. And I was trying to get it at like 4K, up to 4K. But yesterday, for some reason, for quite a while, every time I'd done a test video, it was only showing at 1080p. But after messing around with the Nevada app, I was able to get it back to run and save the files and upload the files to 4K. But yeah, if you're going to get anyone who's going to get a new computer, always ask first. I think it's best to ask questions before buying it. Always make sure if it's got like extra hard drives built into them, ask them if the hard drives have been formatted to whether FAT or NTSC or whatever it is. Because I don't think my hard drive was formatted. I think they just took one out, shoved it in, and that was it. Then they installed Windows, but they only installed it so far because you have to like run it and then like let it go through all the installations and all that kind of stuff, you know. But yeah, anyway, so that's it. I'm gonna go. I'm tired. So cheers for watching, and there will be some more videos up soon. I'm going to try to get some more games sorted out to play as well to upload. So yeah, if I can get Mr. Survival up and running again, I might start playing that again and start a new season on that one. But I don't know yet. Right, cheers for watching. Catch you later.